Hey, Buff Nation, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson here. Coming up this week in the Buffalo Stampede, we're talking a whole lot of basketball. Amongst the postponements, we're going to talk with head coach Tad Boyle. Also, everybody's favorite Evan Batty joining us. We then hook up with Buffs great Richard Roby and get a tour of the men's basketball locker room with freshman point guard KJ Simpson. All this week on the Buffalo Stampede.
Dimitri Stanley's going to take it to the house.
Place here is why he's one of the best linebackers in America. And there he goes! Touchdown! Right between the eyes from downtown.
It's a winner for the Buffs.
Ball is right in front. A couple of shot fakes to Steve Perry.
I was going to say, he went to Jim in the first half, couldn't get it to go, and Bartholomew gets it to go from down for Colorado. Got hit in the head inadvertently. Parquet! Alley-oop! Nice finish.
Hey, Buff Nation, welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson here. There you see some highlights from the last time the Buffaloes were on the court playing an actual game, 17 days ago, as of the taping here of the Stampede. We come to you from the Buffs film room here at the CU Event Center. Head coach Tad Boyle joining us for a couple of minutes as we get to jump in and chat a little basketball with him. Well, they haven't played, so we can't talk about games, but in fact, on Monday night, of course, they had a contest at Oregon, which was postponed for the second time. This is a long break for you guys.
Yeah, somebody doesn't want us to play the Ducks. I don't know who it is, but we're not supposed to play, at least not the first part of January. But we're anxious to get on the floor. I can tell you that. Our guys have been working hard, and they put so much time and effort into preparing for these games, and then when they kind of get pulled away from them, first time because of our COVID issues.
That was a Kansas game.
The Kansas game, and then the Oregon State game as a result of it. And now we go back to Oregon, don't play because of their COVID issues. It's just hopefully we can get beyond this quickly.
What transpired in Eugene on Monday was kind of interesting. We flew out with the team on Sunday, got there overnight at the Graduate Hotel. You're walking into the Matthew Knight Arena for shoot-around early in the day when you kind of found out things weren't going to happen.
Yeah, when you get a call these days from the opposing coach on game day, it's not good news. And Coach Altman called me, and I saw his name pop up, and I said, okay, this is probably not good. But it wasn't 100% that we were going to play the game, but he just was alerting me. And so we had our shoot around not knowing if we were going to play. And towards the end of it, they had some more positive tests, and we told our guys, hey, we're not playing, but let's get a practice in. So we practiced on Oregon's home floor, which never happens, but got some cardio in, went, had our pregame meal, hopped on the plane, came home.
Buffaloes, by the way, this is not the longest in the last 20 years where they haven't a break, by the way, and I've been here long enough to know. Back in 06-07, they actually had a 24-day break between games. We're trying not to break that record, by the way, this year. But take us kind of through what you guys have been doing. I mean, this is such an unusual circumstance. What have you been doing?
It is. I mean, Mark, this time of year, you always have Christmas break, and you have 3 or 4 days there. So you're going to have some rust and some cardio work to do when the kids come back in a normal year. But now, when you have that and you have the COVID situation on the front end and the back end of that, a lot of work to be done. So getting cardio shape, getting some reps. We've had some full team practices, but not many of them. Very unusual times.
Yeah, it's good cardio work, but it's not game.
It's not game
intensity kind of stuff. We'll talk more about that in a moment. I don't know if you saw this piece here a while back, but if you want to see the soft side of Tad Boyle, we're going to show you right now as we introduce you to his dog Betty.
We made a decision to get a dog. Picked her up, I should say, December 27th. I was on the road. I was on a road trip, and Betty Hoover, just passed away that year. So I knew if we got a girl dog, I wanted to name her Betty, so we did. Peggy and Betty are two of the most special people I've ever met in my life, and we would get cards unsolicited from them on Easter, and they're praying for me and praying for our family and praying for the team. They're just a shining light for our community, for the university, obviously. But I thought it was a great way to honor Betty Hoover, and she's a great dog, and Betty Hoover was a great woman.
It's the softer side of Tad Boyle. That's Betty, named after Betty Hoover, as you heard during the piece right there. And by the way, she always does a great job when I do pregame with Tad on game nights. She sits and oversees the entire interview in his office. You had an office mate. When did that happen?
I know. Well, I started bringing her in, and our old dog wasn't quite adept to being around people, and it wasn't very social. But Betty's very, very social, and so the more we can bring her in and sees the guys and everybody up in the office, she's a comfort dog, I guess, if you will.
You better be careful. Chip and Ralphie are going to get jealous.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
We got a third mascot here around the basketball program. Hey, I mentioned this room off the top here. This is a spot that people don't get to see very often. Tell us about this room.
Yeah, this room, boy, we needed this when we first got here. It is a place where we get a lot of work done. We meet in here before the game. We meet in here at halftime, and obviously practice times, do our scouting reports. Great film screen. We've got a whiteboard. These chairs are nice and comfortable. We have a rule: if somebody falls asleep, they got to stand up for the rest of the report. So we've got guys scouting for guys dozing off. But no, we've had a lot of NBA scouts come through here, Mark, and say this is as nice as any NBA film room there is. I mean, we've put a lot of resources and money into this, and we get a lot of use out of it.
Good stuff for the Colorado Buffaloes to get ready for a ball game. Speaking of getting ready for a ball game, the Washington schools coming into town this weekend. As it stands right now, Thursday and Sunday. This will air before that ball game on Thursday night against Wazoo. Give us a quick scouting report on the Cougars.
Well, we're excited. They've had some COVID issues. We've had, so hopefully they're behind both of us and this game can be played, and we're fully expecting that to happen. But Washington State's a good team. They're a very talented group. They're a lot like us, and they got a lot of young players, a couple of veterans that have been around a while, but a lot of young players, really talented inside, some guard play. They've got Michael Flowers, who they got out of a grad transfer out of the portal. That is a terrific player. So they can shoot the ball, they can drive the ball, they can score the ball, and they're really good defensively. So great challenge for us.
Looking forward to that one on Thursday night. It's Wazoo, and then the Huskies of UW on Sunday. That's a doubleheader with the women, by the way, on Sunday. Women play at 11, the men at 3 o'clock. Coming up next here in the Stampede, we're going to talk to everybody's favorite. No, it's not Betty again. We're going to talk with Evan Batty coming up next.
Clifford taking Walker's spot in the lineup. Batty, there it is. Evan Batty.
We always love seeing the Evan Batty highlights. Even better seeing Evan Batty. He joins us right now in the Buffalo Stampede. Again, we come to you from the video room here for the University of Colorado basketball program at the CU Event Center. And you guys haven't played in, 6 months now you haven't played? How long has it been?
It feels like a year almost. It feels like so long.
First off, how was Christmas for you? Was Santa Claus good too?
It was good. It was good. Just some quality time with my family.
All right.
A couple of my friends, but most of my family just really spending some time, because we don't get a lot of that in the season.
I think we all expect when the holidays get here, after the semester is over, that we're going to see a little bit of a break for the basketball program. Now this is getting, kind of extended here. Obviously, 17 days as we sit here today, missing the Kansas game, missing the Oregon game now twice. Frustrating for you guys, or how are you guys as a roster?
Yeah, it's I can't lie. It's a little frustration, in the locker room, and just wanting to play so bad, wanting to compete. But our heads are held up high, and we get better every day, regardless of the competitive circumstances. And I feel like that is one thing that Coach Boyle has really insisted with us, keep getting better every day, and regardless of the competitive circumstances, and just keep chipping away, and that's really the formula.
You understand that going through camp, you're going to have an extended period where it's nothing but practice.
Right.
At this point, though, is it kind of tough to rekindle that? You guys have to kind of encourage each other to keep fighting. We're going to play again here soon.
Right, because when you go through practice every day, just kind of you're in the grind. You're practicing against each other. It's just like the same face every day. You kind of get stuck, and going against new people is fun. So you got to kind of rekindle that fire. Just have something extra positive today, and just kind of trying to help. Get some more energy out of the group when those days feel long.
The last time the Buffs played was that Bakersfield game, and there was a very special program surrounding that contest called Bigger Than Basketball.
So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to spend the time with some of our amazing oncology patients. Is there any CU alum on the call?
I graduated in 2006. My husband and I met at CU Boulder in 2003. I got diagnosed in 2019 with stage 4 breast cancer.
And we went in very aggressively with the oncologists and the surgeons.
I have one more session of chemo, but the oncologist said that I am cancer-free.
My name is Bob Howry, and I'm looking for some unique person. His name is Neek. Hey, Neek, I'm really appreciative that you're going to be lawyer. My name means a lot to me. Thank you.
Dr. Wyant at CU Medicine did my surgery in March of 18. I've been cancer-free since then. That does more than you'll realize to hear that kind of cheering.
We'd like to thank you as a group of people because you're the real heroes and we look up to you.
This is the Bigger Than Basketball event presented by UC Health. And so what you're going to see when the Buffaloes are on the court, cancer patients' names on the back of the jersey for the Buffaloes.
I can't think of a better promotion than this Bigger Than Basketball is. So this is something we're really proud to be a part of, as coaches and as players and as a basketball program. And look, we all know there are things bigger than basketball, and certainly fighting cancer is one of the many.
It really gave us a perspective on how lucky we are to be here and play ball and be healthy.
Yeah, nothing that we do compares to what they have to go through. So it was just a blessing to be able to play in honor of them and just show our respects.
It's a great program surrounding that basketball game here about 3 weeks ago now, the Bigger Than Basketball event. That was kind of touching for you guys, wasn't it? You got to meet a lot of those folks that were dealing with cancer.
Yeah, we had to meet a lot of them on Zoom, and it was just great connecting with them and, just making sure they feel loved and they feel like their life is worth fighting for and, just keep on fighting. And that was a theme on that game, just fight, 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 because it's bigger than us.
I think it is well for somebody in your age bracket, too. It kind of gives you context that, as the title says, bigger than basketball. There's things beyond playing a game, isn't there, that are extremely important?
There's things, in reality, in the broad sense, basketball is just a game. This is fun. This is competitiveness. This is just fun in games. There's things like fighting for your lives that are actually that's realistic and it's bigger than just a game.
Yeah, without question. Hey, by the way, before we start talking about the games coming up here, last segment we met Betty, Tad's dog.
Yeah.
Tell us what kind of teammate Betty's making for you guys.
Yeah, she just runs around the facility when she's around. But no, she's a lot of fun. She's really energetic and just really friendly. So we have fun.
They always say that dogs are a phenomenal judge of characters. Anybody on the team she don't like?
Nah, she likes everybody, really. She's just happy to be out there. Yeah.
The Buffaloes, by the way, are supposed to get back in action on Thursday. They've got Washington State coming to town. Then on Sunday, there's a doubleheader with the women. But the men play 3 o'clock against the Washington Huskies. Give us a quick thought about that Wazoo game coming up on Thursday. First off, you got to be chomping at the bit. First off, to get out there.
Yeah.
Secondly, give us a thought about that matchup.
They're really talented. One of the really talented defensive teams I've seen, in the Pac-12. So, it's going to be a challenge. And I'm looking forward to being out there, just having a game, and it feels like a year and a half. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we're all looking forward to seeing Evan and the Buffaloes back in the court on Thursday night. As we come back here to Buffalo Stampede, we're going to talk with a great here in Colorado history who was here in 2004 when I started doing the ball games. Richard Romey's going to join us next.
Right, Hall finds a seam, drives, kick out in the corner. Roby pulls up 3-ball jumper. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Richard Roby. Forced the turnover. Roby trailing, sets up, fires from 25, and he hits from downtown. Boy, Rich had about another 6 feet or so against pointers. The freshman Coleman with a one-handed flush with the right hand. As Colorado attacks forecourt right, gives it a backdoor cut to Roby all by himself. Elbow side to Thorne, back up top to Rich, drives on the right side, spins on his way to the hoop, lays it up and in, counted. The whistle and the foul.
Oh, was that guy good back in the day? No doubt about it. Welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. The young fella you were just looking at, he doesn't look any different, does he? Richard Roby joining us. He was here for the Buffaloes, a great player. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Yes, sir.
And here you are. Those highlights, man. How about that young fella, huh?
Yeah, you know, I wish I could still jump like that. Today, I might still be playing.
What do you think back to your 4 years? And, boy, the numbers he put up. Those were my first 4 years here when I was doing the Buffs games 18 seasons ago. Average about 17 a game, 5.5, 6 rebounds, 2, 3 assists per ball game. Maybe the wins weren't as many as we wanted back then,
For
right?
sure.
Yeah, what do you think about when you look back to that period?
You know, I have great memories. You know, we're definitely transitioning. I love where the program is now and how it's progressed, and it's just great to come back and see that happening for the guys. And you know, I think I feel like I was a part of that transitioning, and so it feels good to be back.
Yeah, without question. Take people kind of down memory lane with you a little bit. After CU, you've had 4 great seasons here. Talk about where you went and what you did.
So after my 4 years here, my first 2 years I played in Israel. Then I played in Europe a little while, and I finished my career in Japan. I played 5 years down there. So, you know, most of my children, their childhood was spent in Japan. So, you know, but it was great. You know, we got a chance to see the world with my family. Got to do what I love, so I really feel blessed to have that opportunity.
You know, we were talking earlier, and I said, Rich, how many countries were in? Would you say 9?
9.
9 in 10 years.
Yeah. I could have named all of them, but I know there's a time, you know, so I just go jump to the major ones.
Yeah. That's an interesting existence, and I know the guys have done. You know, Josh Scott's playing overseas, and a lot of guys, Skip Booker, a lot of guys playing overseas right now. There's some very good basketball. It's very rewarding to go and do that, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the game is so global now, and players are getting better all over the world, and it's just that much competitive. So, you know, you have to definitely be on your P's and Q's, even though you come from here now. Before you go over there, you can just dominate. It's not like that anymore. You always have to be working on your game to really, you know, put yourself at the highest level.
I remember a few years ago, I ran into Dominic Coleman, who was a great player here for the Colorado Buffaloes. You guys didn't cross over?
Yeah, we did. We played 2 years together.
Okay, I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
You know, Dom was saying, he said, on top of the fact I got paid to play basketball, made nice money, I got to travel the world. He said the education I got was unbelievable.
Absolutely. I mean, that culture you get and how it humbles you to be able to travel and see the things that you see and feel how blessed you are to be here and you know, get that opportunity. Because if I don't went to the NBA, I may not never had that opportunity to see the world. And so, you know, it definitely was a blessing.
Remind Buffs fans, how did you end up becoming a Buffalo, coming from California?
Well, one of my good friends was here, Antoine McGee.
Yeah.
You know, so we grew up together, and you know, and Coach Patton, you know, came and we had a great relationship, you know, with him and my mom, and we just connected. And when I came here, it just felt right, and you know, I wanted the opportunity to play in the Big 12, and it's not too far from home because I came from prep school back east, so you know, I came a little bit closer, so it was good.
You look around this building right now. You have some great moments here.
Yep.
Give me one that stands out.
Since we're playing Kansas, I did dunk on a couple players right on this court, so they might want to play that highlight too. You know, even though we never beat Kansas, that was a win for me.
We got to find that one.
Absolutely.
That's good stuff.
Senior year, so you can find it.
And interestingly, when we were walking out here on the court, I said, "When's the last time you're back?" You were here for a football game.
Yep.
But you hadn't been back on this court for a game.
Nope.
Since you left.
Absolutely. I went to, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, they played in Vegas in a tournament. I went to that game, but I haven't been back here for a game. Nope. Right. So I'm excited.
Now, here's the thing. The playing career might be over for Richard right now. So tell us what you're doing, number one.
Right. So I do financial services. I'm a broker at my office in Las Vegas. We're just, you know, helping people build their financial security, build wealth, and, you know, really teaching people financial literacy, something that a lot of people don't get a chance to hear.
Where'd that come from?
You know, just being bad with money. You know, I looked at my career, I'm like, you know, I'm making good money, but I never really was educated on what to do with it. So I wanted to educate myself, and I just felt like, you know, more people need to hear this, especially athletes. And, you know, now it's people in general I know need it as well. So I became really passionate about it, and, you know, I just fell in love with the business.
When we ran into each other in the hallway, I said, well, I know you had one daughter. You've got 4 now, right?
Yep.
And another one on the way.
Yeah, we don't know if it's a girl yet,
okay.
So y'all gotta pray for me, you know. So I told her it's a boy this time. I promised her, so you know. But it's exciting, you know. So my dad had a lot of children, so I guess I get it from him too.
Right. You just have to plan to just keep going into it.
No. This is absolutely done. You know, signed, sealed. You know, it's over.
Will you encourage your daughters to be athletes?
You know, they played volleyball this year in middle school, and they just made the basketball team. You know, I wish I would have, you know, got them in a little bit earlier, but we're overseas a lot. But, you know, that's what they want to do is want to do, but as long as they're happy.
All right. Who was a better athlete, you or your wife?
Me, of course. You know, her career ended a long time ago. You know, mine progressed a little longer.
Great catching up with you.
Appreciate it, man.
One of the greats, and I'm telling you, this guy was a phenomenal player when I first got here back in that 05, 6, 7, 8 season. Richard Roby. Coming up next, we're going to take an inside tour of the Buffs locker room with freshman point guard KJ Simpson.
Spectacular. Great place for our players to congregate and get ready for practice, relax after a tough practice, maybe play some video games and just have a chance to have camaraderie. And it's a big investment that we made into this program, and it's something our players use on a day-to-day basis.
Well, there's head coach Tad Boyle talking about the inner sanctum for Colorado basketball. So important the locker room is for a basketball program. Now let's get a tour with freshman point guard KJ Simpson.
Hey, it's KJ Simpson. Welcome to the locker room, aka the crib. I'm gonna show y'all around. You know, we got the recline chairs. Let me test for you. Oh, yeah. So usually, you know, before a game or something, you know, you'll get a good nap in. Yeah, that's some recline chairs. We got 2 TVs. We usually just put on football games, basketball games. We be playing video games sometimes, but yeah, we just be chilling in here, just having a good time. Just having a good time. This is where all the funny stuff happen, you feel me? All the jokes and stuff. You know, it's nice in here. You know, got the lights all set up. Yeah, behind me, you know, we got a couple jersey options. We got the black one, you know, nice black. You know, you gotta have an all black jersey. So lovely. Oh, and you got here family. That's really important, real crucial to us. Got the all white jersey. Same thing, says family. Right here, this is the throwback. This is a throwback jersey. We have yet to, you know, put these on, but I'm hoping we do because these are nice. This alternative, we can wear this away, we can wear this home, you know. Well, one thing about Colorado, we got great gear. They always keep us fresh, you feel me? Got some, this is a long sleeve zip up hoodie, matching sets. Got a couple of shirts, different, you know, got to keep a gold pair in there. That's tough right there. But yeah, all these shirts, all the gear that we get, it keeps us fresh. You know, we get a lot of it. Oh, now that we, you know, went around the locker room, I'm gonna show y'all the shower, so follow me. It's real nice. We got 3 sinks, so you know we don't have people complaining, looking in the mirror, making sure they look good in there. I look good already. I like how it's different. You know, it's gold right here, black, gold, black. It just, all right, in the shower, nice and spacious, everything. Let me get in here, and it's adjustable. You know, you wanna, you can put it up. For them tall guys up there, whew, you feel me? They don't wanna bend down low, get down showering, but another nice part about the locker room is it's right next to the training room, so easy access. I'm gonna come show y'all the training room. Here it is.